Welcome back to another episode of Love and Lead Like a Queen with Audra Richardson. I am so excited to have my guest here with us today, LaTonya Taylor, which I know as LaTonya Smith, which I have to get used to calling her LaTonya Taylor, but she is an awesome friend, and she have a company called iMust. And I'm excited for her to share with us about iMust community, which I am a part of. I'm excited. I'm very excited to watch her as she's launching different parts of this community, because I do believe that it's important for us to remind ourselves, hey, I must do whatever it takes for me to get through this season in my life, honey. Amen. Can we say amen? I must. I must. So LaTonya, thank you so much for joining us on this episode. And I would like for you to share a little bit about your foundation of why you started the community of iMust and how did that begin for you?
Okay, first I want to say thank you for having me. You know, we go way back, So this reminds me of us sitting on the couch on the twin beds. We sitting at the end of one end and you at the other just talking. So I appreciate you for having me on your platform.
Thank you.
So yeah, I started iMust, through pain, there's passion. And for me, I was saving face constantly. Like I felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulders. I had a lot of responsibility, going through a lot of trials and tribulations, and I really didn't have that support. I didn't want anyone to give me that support. I kind of kept it in, if that makes sense. Being in the military for one. As soon as I put on a uniform, I became the role of that uniform. I became the identification on that name tag. So I had to show up and be present in that particular role. So I was saving face daily. And one day I was looking in the mirror and I realized I'm not myself. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I feel lost. I feel incomplete. And I didn't have the energy and the motivation to keep going. And one day I was looking in the mirror, Nay, and I was just like, I gotta keep going. I must. And it just came to me. It's like, I have to say this every single day. We can't stop trials and tribulations from happening, but I can control my willpower to see the finish line, to see the end result, to see things manifest, to manifest in the life I want to create for myself. I'm not going to let distractions, change of plans, prevent me from living life on purpose. So every day I declare I must, of some sort. I must know that my past is it's not my future. It will not prevent me from living life on purpose. I must know that if I do receive a bad report, that I can continue to live. So yeah, that's how I came up with iMust and the origin of it. It was to help me first, And I still use it today. I still say it every single day.
I think we all do, right? I do like, it's interesting that you said that you didn't want to, like you didn't, I don't think we realize that when we are in pain, we get to choose if we want to stay in that place really, or like we can wallow in, like we can just stay here a little bit longer, right? Because you can get addicted to the attention of pain.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, see, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's going to be a part 2 about this iMust. So we're just gonna go on and put a pin right there and let you know that the iMust, it's a continuation of saying it over and over again to yourself. But how many times have we been stuck in a situation, and it may be mentally, that we thought that we wanted to come out or we wanted to deal with it, but we really didn't want someone to see it. Or we, like you said, you just put on your uniform and it's like, okay, let me go do what I need to do. You, on one end, you were in a uniform, but I was over here in regular clothes, taking care of kids, right? And we're both saying the same thing to ourselves and didn't even know it. Oh my gosh.
So by by definition, and to the audience, by definition, I must means to defy the odds that are set before you and conquer fears that arise from within. It's a sworn obligation and a commitment to oneself that I will rise above any circumstance. No one can stop you but yourself, right? My mom always say, nothing beats a failure but a try. But sometimes you're so weighted down that you don't even want to try. You don't want to get out your house, and just the thought of getting up to do something is tiring. But who's going to do it for you? You know, sometimes we expect the little prince on the horse to come, you know, walking through the door, or you expect someone to come save the day for you. No. If you don't have that cheerleader, if you don't have that support, you have to in yourself and say, I must. And then, like you said, it's an affirmation. You have to repeatedly say it. So it have helped me. And in my hope is that it helps someone else.
Absolutely. That's big. Like, I've thought about that, you know, when you first told me about the iMust, and, you know, I was like, oh yeah, that's, you know, that's cute. You know, that's cute. Like, I like that. We say that, right? You know, we have this, you know, cliche, like we say things, but it's not until like you're in it that you really realize that what I'm speaking to myself is helping me to get to the other side.
Okay.
It's like, you know, you're miles and miles away, and you're in a uniform saying I must, in whatever that you were in. And here I am, you know, have kids and in an abusive relationship at the time. And I'm saying I must get up and get out of this thing so I can survive.
Okay.
Hello,
Right.
somebody. Because someone may be saying I must, like you were, in whatever situation they're put on the uniform, right? I didn't realize that a lot of people that have served, that deal with a lot of things, right? We don't see it. People don't tend to talk about some of the things, share them, until they're on the other side, right? They don't show this on the news of the thing.
You know, that uniform is very symbolic of us saving face. We put on a uniform, like you said, to be a mom. I put on that uniform to be a soldier. I was married at the time. I did go through a divorce. I was sexually assaulted in the military. I had been walking in the around a neighborhood park, minding my business, fresh off of affirmation, like a post on social media, to get mugged, to get hit behind in the back of my head, pushed to the ground, and the guy got on top of me. So I know what it feels like to be violated. I know what it feels like for my peace to be revoked and feel like the life is being sucked out of me. But I have to make a decision, and we have to make a decision to either allow that feeling to become us and become the evil that penetrates us, or we say we're going to remain who we are, which for me, that is a daughter of Christ. I am a person who tries to motivate and encourage others. I am a person that likes to be at peace, but I can easily allow those things to affect my peace. I can easily allow the weight of the world to weigh me down and not be motivated and not care about what other people are doing or not be a giver. So you have to affirm your willpower through those trials and tribulations. That is the only way you're going to see yourself through. Faith without works is dead. But how can you apply the work if you don't believe you can do it, or if you don't tell yourself to do it? I can have all the faith in the world and sit on my couch. Nothing will manifest.
Nothing.
You know, and I, you know, one of the other sayings, you know, my mom, she, you know, raised us in church, and one of her favorite sayings, I'm gonna wait on the Lord.
Wait on the Lord. Yep.
Wait on the Lord. And so now that I think about it, waiting is great. But when you can get up off, take up your bed and walk.
Yes.
When you can take up your bed and walk and go and be free in that thing. And while you getting your healing, you're doing the motion, and you feel free and liberated. And so, and that's the inspiration that I pray that the energy penetrates the heart and mind, that I can do it.
Yes.
I can take my bed and walk, you know?
Absolutely. Because sometimes your healing takes place as you walk, as you go through it.
Yes.
Like, trust God to heal you as you go. Like, God, this doesn't feel good. Like, this hurt right now. I don't know how I'm going to start again. Let's go there for a minute. Let's go there, because we're in the midst of a pandemic. We have seen and lost a lot of people, even close to us, family, friends. But we see a lot of homes, or, a lot of people going through divorce, and you have been there. You have, and what I like most about you and your relationship with your ex-husband is that there's still a relationship there, right? Everyone doesn't have that story. They can't say that. They're like, I don't like you. You go over here and I go over here, but it's okay. What would you say to a woman, a high performance woman that is listening to this right now? What would you say to her that may be going through a divorce? They may be going through mentally in their mind that they need to remind themselves that I must get up and I am going to go to the other side. Can you help encourage a woman that is going through right now in her marriage?
Sister, my friend. First of all, I would like to say that the choice is yours. Mm-hmm. We have to choose, like you said before, we can wallow in sorrow, or we can choose to pick up our bed and walk. For some odd reason, that is a continual theme that is running through my head: pick up your bed and walk. But sometimes something as simple as getting up takes a lot of energy. You're drained. I understand, and it's okay to feel. But at the end of the day, when you are tired of feeling like you're feeling, choice is ultimately yours to choose peace and forgiveness and acceptance. I have to accept that this thing did not go as planned. I have to forgive myself first for making decisions that I have made. And I have to forgive the other person, even if they don't even ask. You don't have to stay in that. You don't have to have a relationship with that person, but you have to choose to go in the direction of peace. And that's hard at times, and that is hazy and it's unclear. But every day you have to be intentional in your effort to choose what's going to make you happy, feel loved, feel protected, feel safe. All the things that bring the bright side of you out, you have to choose daily, consciously, because I can easily go towards my friend to encourage the negativity. I can easily sit on the couch and watch the little sad stories. I can easily get sidetracked or put ourselves in a position that aid us of feeling down. It's a lot of that. We can turn on the news and feel down and cry, right? But it's a choice. The same choice you choose to be lazy, choose it to apply it to your energy of healing and to a better life. So I want to encourage you, if you are going through something such as a divorce, it is not the end all. It is life after divorce. It is happiness, and it is peace there in that place. So just know there is an upside to any issue that you may be experiencing. And what peace looks like to you, you have to identify that and go towards that.
Absolutely, because it looks different for everyone.
Absolutely.
And we live in a society now that we scroll on social media and we compare ourselves by what the picture shows, right?
We all know things are not picture perfect. We can brush it, but if you squeeze in and the pixels get a little bit bigger, you can kind of see where they kind of rubbed in to smooth out the little complexion. You can see everything is not picture perfect. And one of the things that was a challenge for me was not saving face. No one knew that I was going through a divorce. No one knew that I had been sexually assaulted in the military. I was very vocal about the last incident of being mugged because I said I was going to approach this one a little differently. When we are experiencing pain and suffering and we choose to do it in silence, we choose to keep people out of our business. One, we do that is because we're embarrassed. More so, we are really embarrassed. But when you become transparent with yourself and say, I have experienced these things, I can face that demon. I can look the fear of that acceptance in the eye and denounce it. Yeah, I'm going through this. Yeah, I've been hurt. Yeah, I've been sexually assaulted. Yeah, I had some things going on in my family that's not pretty. Yeah, I came from across the tracks. Whatever that's ugly to you, and what it looks like to you, ugly, face it, accept it, acknowledge it. And I promise there's a lot of growth in that. Because because you know what, I found out that we our fears are hidden by our embarrassment. The things that we think we're going to be embarrassed by, we try to hide it. And then now you're navigating in a space where you're not navigating as yourself, your true self, because you're expressing everything about you that really, if you talk about it, if you acknowledge it, you'll be healed and you'll be free. There's so much power and freedom.
And you can help other people go along the journey and to be free from things. There are so many women that I realize that, you know, are afraid to really show up as themselves, really to be authentic, to just be themselves and say, listen, this is who I am. I'm not all that, you know, that I proclaim to be, or I'm not going to portray to be something else, you know, in the business meeting or whatever. This is what you get. And I tell them, I'm a country girl. This is what you get. This is how we roll. Be myself. And so I believe that you should show like the behind the scenes, show people that you're real, because now they can respect you and they trust you because you are authentic. Like they feel like, okay, you know what, she's real. I think I can let her in. I can be in her space because she's authentic. And so I think it's important for women to do that and to build their tribe around just being themselves and saying, hey, I'm not perfect. I made mistakes. I did some things that I'm not proud of. But what you also get to see, like you see my pain, you see the in-between, because whatever stage you, whichever time you came into that person live, that's what you saw, right? And so when you've seen someone, their pain, and you've seen the in-between, and then now you see God blessing them, it's like, but look where I started. Look what happened. Were you there when I was down in my valley? That thing was ugly and it was stinking. You know, we all got some stinky stuff down somewhere down off in there. And God had to come in and clean it up. It's only him that can clean us up, really. So I appreciate you with the iMust. I love the reminders. You know, we send a text, we send a call. You know, it's just encouraging to see that, you know, where we started, we're not there anymore. We've grown to be great friends. We have a great friendship, but most of all, we can now come together and help other women get to the other side as we are traveling, as we're going to the other side, right? We haven't arrived. We're still becoming, we're still evolving, but we can join forces just like we did back in the day, swinging on the porch. Okay, we were swinging, we were doing things we shouldn't be doing.
that white being
sweet. Oh yeah,
the paint was half chipped on some areas, you know, but we sat on the court. Oh my God, that I can see it clear as day.
Looking at the other kids pass. Okay, they were playing. And be like, can I get on the other side of this gate? Okay. But
Nay, I just want to say it's so much power that we do not we don't utilize. We don't use the power of our tongue. We don't use speaking things into existence. Right. You know, that's a part of the faith. That's a part of that thing that is unknown. How can I manifest? How can I believe? And they say, well, you don't have it yet. No, but I believe in my heart. And then if I can paint the picture, I can navigate towards that particular goal. iMust is one of those things that help you paint your picture and bring it to life. I must get up and write. Whatever your goal or passion is, like you want to be a writer or you want to be whoever you want to become. I continually to choose to evolve. I'm not the same as I was yesterday. Hopefully I have grown and learned from a mistake that I made yesterday that I won't have today. But in that process, if I'm finding myself in a perplexed moment, of course I rely on my core faith. But at the same time, I have to rely on my my physical, my man-made strength as well to persevere through trials and tribulations. We don't have that constant reminder. I can't pick up the phone and call you all the time. You have a beautiful husband, beautiful children, nice house, and stuff like that. I can't call you all the time tonight saying, "Man, I'm tired." I know if I did, you'll pick up the phone. I do know that. I do know that. Out of respect, sometimes we're on that couch curled up in a fetal position alone. You see what I'm saying? And we
even being married.
Being married.
Hello, in being married.
I mean, whatever. I mean, you can be whatever uniform you have on today. Okay.
Today.
Whatever uniform you have on today, in that position, if you find yourself in a position where you in despair, and I know the words are ugly.
Yeah.
So saying I'm afraid is ugly because that's a vulnerable side of you. Saying I'm alone is not attractive. But if you can be honest with yourself and say, this is where I am, the only way from there is up, because you already done acknowledged it. If I acknowledged I'm here, you can see up from there.
Yes, because sometimes when you're in that place, and I said that, let me make sure that the women that are listening to understand why I said even being married, because there are things that you experience even being married, even having a loving husband. God knows he couldn't have blessed me with another man that was, my husband is amazing. Let me give him his props. Yes. But I understand that as a woman of God, as a believer, that it does not matter, that sometimes we get in that position because it's only a void that God can fill. And when I get in that moment, it may not be something for me to even share with my husband. It's just something for me to cry out to God. And so that's funny that you made that comment. And I know y'all know, you watch me for a while, you listen, I'm gonna crack a joke. I may sell scripture, but I'm serious about all the in between. But there are moments that my husband may come in the room and I'm in that position, I'm crying. And he's like, are you okay? Do you need to talk about it? No, I don't need to talk, because right now, what's going on down in the inside of me, it don't have absolutely anything to do with you. I'm not hurt. I'm not hurting. Nobody did anything wrong. This is something between me and God. And it may be a moment that I need to encourage myself, or it may be a moment that your words cannot do it right now. I thank you. I love you. I hug you in a minute, but right now, let me get this out. And so I think we all hit those moments in life that it does not matter if you're single, you're married, you have kids. It doesn't even matter about the status, that we have that I must. It's something about something down inside of you that God, right now, I know that I must continue, but I don't even know what the next step may need to be, because something down inside of me is telling me to keep going. But I feel like just sitting right here, just right here. I don't feel like moving, but it's something about his word. He always comes when we get in a still place, and it's like he just encouraged you. And when I had that moment, I got up, I said, I'm just going to run out to the store. I ain't need anything from the store. But it's just that strength to get up. You sat in it long enough. You cried about it. And I need you to get up and let me move. I need you to let me be God. And so I think we all hit those spots. We all have those moments, right? And so I hope really what we said encouraged someone that may be in that spot, that I just need a word. I need to a word for this season in my life as we're going through this pandemic, or for their business, or making a decision for their career, whatever it may be. And so I hope that whatever the word was for you as you listen to this, that LaTonya had said something to bless you with iMust. I hope that you join the community. It will be down below of the video, the podcast. You can find more information from the website. Join the community. She has some amazing things that's getting ready to even take place in the community. You want to join us? Join us now. Join us now. Go ahead and jump in. Go ahead and post your iMust, post your picture. Go ahead and get your shirt. I should have worn my shirt. I should have put my shirt on. Get you a shirt. We didn't hear you.
I said this could have been an advertisement moment.
Oh, there you go. Plug. But go ahead and join the community. You know, as the community is growing fast. Let me just go ahead and say that. Go ahead and join in and share your iMust. And we would love to hear your stories, your testimonies. Give us the beginning. Give us the moment where you are, like we said, the ugly, the stinky stuff. Give us where you are. If you're down in the valley, go ahead and share that with us so that we can, as you go to the other side and get to the journey, the spot that you need to be, that we can even see that testimony. So we want to follow you all the way through the journey of iMust community. So Tonya, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of my life. You are my girl. You already know it. Everyone needs someone in their tribe, okay, to just rock with you and answer the phone any time of the day or night, okay?
Right.
Absolutely.
No, I love you for your mission. I think that the work that you're doing, the seeds that you're planting, how you're raising your children, the care and the attention you feed into people. You guys, I know she was wrapping up. I just want to tell you this. When my mom was going through her breast cancer, she went to the hospital and I had to look at May like, May, this is my mom, slow down, let me take care of her. But she took charge and she really made my mom feel loved. So I am forever indebted to you. Like, I deeply appreciate you for everything you're doing. You're such a giver. You are a giver.
You're welcome. But your family, at the end of the day, we say friends, but your family, that's just, it is what we do, right? That's what family is for. We're supposed to sit together. And I remember when my mother went through it, we were in high school, and you just never know. And mom always told me to show love and serve the people. Love God, love the people, and serve and plant seeds, because you're gonna reap the harvest. Be good to people. No matter what, just show up and serve people. And so I just believe in serving. Your mother was great. She always treated me like her daughter. Well, she said, you my baby. So, hey, we family, we do what we need to do, right? To take care. We hold it down. So thank you, ladies, for listening to this episode of Lovingly Like a Queen. Tonya will be back. Don't worry about it. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about iMust. We're going to check it out. Go ahead and click the link, join the community. We're going to shout you out over there in the community, order your shirt, and she will be back to share with us more that's going on in the community, because I can't wait till she tell you what else. I'm not going to tell the secret. I'm not even going to tell it. I'm going to wait to let her tell her own business, okay? Well, you all have a good one, and I'll see you on this episode of Lovingly